These are the top 15 least reliable car brands, folks. The companies that make some machines that are most likely to put you on a first-name basis with your local mechanic. Or worse, have you regretting every second behind the wheel. The study here focuses on used cars specifically, so the track records here come from real data. And trust me, Consumer Reports has the receipts to back it up. Starting with the trendy, fashion-forward automaker from England that's proving not all things in small packages are good things. Kicking things off at number 15, we've got Mini. Their cars are cute as a button, but about as reliable as a politician's promise. According to Consumer Reports, Mini scored a 42 out of 100 in reliability, barely skating by on this list. Now, this ranking mostly comes from the Mini Cooper, a small car that's big fun to drive, but has had its fair share of reliability woes. If you're rolling around in a newer Mini, you might be okay. Their parent company BMW really has turned a corner here, but older models? Let's just say you might want to keep a tow truck on speed dial. Next up at 14 is Lincoln, Ford's attempt at luxury. I say attempt because it's not like Lincolns aren't beautifully designed or lacking features, and they are generally ridiculously comfortable cars to cruise around in. But part of a luxury experience is being able to reliably get where you're trying to go. Lincoln also scored a 42 out of 100, and Consumer Reports looked at several models, including the MKC, MKX, MKZ, and Nautilus. These cars are supposed to be all about comfort and style. But when your car is more familiar with the service center than your driveway, if you're rolling around in a Lincoln, you're probably living the high life, at least until that check engine light comes on. So it's luxury with a side of anxiety. Coming in at lucky number 13, we have Volkswagen. Scoring a 41 out of 100, VW makes cars that are a blast to drive when they're not in the shop. This score comes from a whole lineup, including the Atlas, Golf, Jetta, Tiguan, and the now discontinued Beetle. Thing is, these models all share a lot of parts under the hood, which means when one thing goes wrong, it's likely happening across the board. Think of Volkswagen as the cool kid in school who's always in detention. Fun to hang out with, but always in trouble. This one's disappointing, because I'm kind of a VW guy. And of the 6 Volkswagens I've owned, they've actually been pretty reliable. Granted, they were all older, and half of them I bought broken. But I guess if you buy one, at least you'll have plenty of time to bond with your mechanic. At number 12, we've got Volvo, scoring 40 out of 100. Volvo drivers love to talk about how safe their cars are, and yeah, they're built like tanks. But tanks aren't completely free of breaking down, and Volvos seem to have a knack for that, especially with their complicated turbocharged and supercharged engines. The S60, XC90, and pretty much anything else with a Volvo badge are known for having all sorts of drivability problems and electrical gremlins. So while you might be safe in a crash, you're not safe from reliability issues. They're pretty cars with interiors that resemble a Swedish massage parlor, but you might need an actual spa day for yourself once you start getting handed the repair bills. At number 11, we've got Audi, coming in with a 39 out of 100. Now, Audis are like the sophisticated older siblings of Volkswagen. Cool, sleek, and full of gadgets. But just like any high-maintenance sibling, they've got their quirks. The A3, A4, Q5, and others might look and drive amazing, but their reliability? Not so much. If you've ever had an Audi, you probably loved it. And if you're considering buying an Audi, well, chances are you'll fall in love with it too. Until you start hearing those mysterious dings and seeing threatening messages on the cluster. Now, not all Audis are unreliable. Pretty much any of them with the 3-liter supercharged or turbocharged V6 is actually a pretty safe bet. But go for the 2-liter turbo or the twin-turbo V8s and, well, it's all fun and games until the repair bills start piling up. Sliding into 10th place, we've got Hyundai, scoring a 38 out of 100. Now, Hyundai's reputation has improved massively over the years, but they're not out of the woods just yet. The Elantra, Sonata, and Santa Fe might be popular choices, but they still have their fair share of issues, especially as they age. On the surface, there's a lot to like with the Hyundai. They're slightly cheaper than most of their rivals and typically offer more features for the money. Buy one new enough and you've got the peace of mind of that 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. But while they're more exciting to look at and in many cases more fun to drive than something like a Toyota, there's a reason they don't hold their value nearly as well. Out of warranty, those repairs can add up fast, so just make sure to do your research on specific models. At number 9 is Chevrolet, also with the score of 38 out of 100. Chevy's got some iconic models like the Camaro and Corvette, but let's not forget about the rest. Malibu, Equinox, Traverse, the list goes on. These cars are a staple of American roads, but when it comes to dependability, let's just say you could do a lot better. With 16 models contributing to this score, Chevy's more of a mixed bag, one that might leave you stranded on the side of the road. So again, just do your research. It's the heartbeat of America, with occasional heart palpitations. Rolling in at 8th place, we've got Kia, another brand scoring a 38 out of 100. Kia has been on a roll lately with their stylish designs and tech-packed interiors, but under the hood, things aren't so rosy. The Forte, Sorento, and Sportage are popular, sure, but they're also known for having issues that'll have you visiting the dealership more often than you'd like. Good news here is that with their best-in-class 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty, if the thing breaks, chances are it gets fixed with no money out of pocket, but it will still be inconvenient. Kia has come a long way, but there's still room for improvement. At lucky number 7 is Ford, scoring a 36 out of 100. Ford's got a proud history, but let's face it, they've also got a long list of recalls, like the most of any manufacturer by a long way. The F-150, Mustang, and Explorer are all great vehicles, but they're also prone to a lot of issues. Whether it's recalls, transmission problems, electrical problems, engine problems, or just general unreliability, Ford's got a lot to work on. Built Ford tough? At number 6, it's GMC, also scoring 36 out of 100. Think of GMC as Chevy's fancier cousin, but with all the same underlying problems. The Sierra, Yukon, and Acadia are supposed to be premium, but when you're constantly dealing with transmission issues or electrical problems, that premium feel quickly fades. GMC might look the part, but under the hood, it's just another Chevy. You're paying for the badge, not the reliability. Number 5 is Ram, with a lowly 35 out of 100. Ram trucks are known for their power and capability, but unfortunately, they're also kind of known for breaking down. Rams might be beasts on the road, but according to the study, depending on the year and model, you're going to be dealing with a lot of, from engine problems to electrical issues. Owning a Ram can be like playing a game of chance. When it's good, it's great, but when it's bad, better have a backup plan. That said, over the last few years, Ram has scored the highest in initial quality though, and the Rams we've had have all been pretty solid. In 4th is Jeep, with a rough score of 32 out of 100. Jeeps are built for adventure, but sometimes that adventure includes frequent visits to the dealership. The Wrangler, Cherokee, and Grand Cherokee are beloved by off-road enthusiasts, but reliability? That's a whole different story. Jeeps are great for tackling tough terrain, just don't expect them to tackle reliability. Brad had a brand new Wrangler for over 2 years, and it legitimately spent over 6 months of that time in the shop. I guess it's a Jeep thing. The bronze medal goes to Tesla, scoring a 30 out of 100. Tesla might represent the future of driving, but that future comes with a lot of bugs. The Model 3, Model S, and Model X are packed with tech, but when that tech fails, and it does, you're in for a world of hurt. Software glitches, build quality issues, and let's not even talk about the repair costs. Teslas are great when they're working. When it's good, it's futuristic. When it's bad, nightmare. Taking the silver medal for unreliability, we have Dodge with a 28 out of 100. Dodge knows how to make a fun car. Just look at the Charger, Challenger, and even the Durango. But with great power, in this case, comes great unreliability. The Durango and Caravan in particular are notorious for their problems. Whether it's the engine, transmission, or just about anything else, owning a Dodge is like dating someone exciting but unpredictable. You never know what's going to happen next. To be clear here, most of the problems reported on these cars are more annoying than they are serious. Software glitches and infotainment problems, stuff like that. But by the numbers, these cars are some of the most troublesome. And the crown jewel of unreliability goes to Chrysler. With a paltry 27 out of 100, Chrysler takes the top spot as the least reliable car brand. The 200, Pacifica, and Town & Country might look appealing, but owning one is like signing up for a never-ending headache. From engine issues to transmission failures, Chrysler's the brand that just keeps on giving. Problems, that is. Maybe it's why, as of today, they currently only have a single car in production. So there you have it, folks, the least reliable car brands according to Consumer Reports. Like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments if you've had the pleasure or the pain of owning one of these babies. Remember to check out some other content like either of these videos over here. My name's Trav. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all next week.